Welcome back to this installment of the Land of Work and Joy podcast. I'm your host, Mr. K. My co-host, Blessed.
Wena booty.
The other dudes are they out there getting that money. Yeah. But I can see you're back in the smart wear.
Hey, we
Yeah.
are shooting this episode on a Sunday just after church.
So that's the only reason you dress smart because it's Sunday.
No, even any other day, if I can do
Are you
that.
sure?
Yeah.
Ah.
Ngamlefo mtombe vati any other episode that should be coming smart. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, it looks like you just dress up smart for church.
No.
Why do you even dress up that smart for church? Is it something you've just always done, or maybe who you're trying to impress for church?
In fact, there isn't even a girl that I'm trying.
Or it's girls that you're
No, I'm not trying to impress anyone. This has just always been me. Church.
Come on, man.
Being smart.
I know you, man.
Listen.
Don't let you blind you. You never always used to dress like this.
So the thing is that I think there was a point where I used to go at church, and bought that just on a jean, just like that, just casual.
What prompted the change?
Even before the jeans, because there was a period where I stopped going to church. So the period that I was going to church, I've always been smart.
That's interesting. Why said church?
Yes, I think for a year. For a year. Kishishi benga kundwara ndakupona nangu.
You got lost in the world.
It was just a break.
It was just a break.
We are back.
You backslid this man. Oh no. Anyway, no, good to have you back in the church, man. Good to have you back in the church. And good to see you looking smart there. No, even nice to my man, you're smart. Huh?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch an episode Yamasuti.
No, I've actually been thinking about that. We should have one where we just rock up in suits and stuff. Just to show the people. I'm gonna enjoy my occasions. Yeah, but no. We're here now, man. We're here now, just trying to catch up on some events in the past week. I saw something very scary last week. I'm sure you saw it as well. The Vice President of Zambia, Madam Mutale Nalumango, was in a helicopter crash. Yeah, but she survived that, thankfully. She survived that without any injuries. I don't think anybody died in that crash. I think everybody survived.
Yeah, everybody survived.
Okay, so let's see what it says. Zambia's Vice President Mutale Nalumango and 7 other passengers escaped unharmed after a military helicopter crashed shortly after takeoff from a campaign rally in Nakonde near the Tanzania border. According to Zambian officials, all 8 on board survived the incident without injuries. Nalumango said the helicopter went down moments after leaving the ground. Although the aircraft was reportedly severely damaged, everybody on board safely evacuated. The vice president later underwent a precautionary medical examination and was discharged in good health. Okay, so the crash actually happened on July 9th. That was a Thursday. Yeah, that was last week because today's Sunday. Yeah, so that's what happened. The plane lost control for some reason. The helicopter. It was a helicopter to be specific. Yeah, so they were in Nakonde, coming back from a campaign. Zambia is in the election period. Yeah, so they were coming from Nakonde on some campaign business. So shortly, just after the chopper takes off, then it kind of came crashing down. Yeah, but again, thankfully, nothing. No one got injured.
No one died. No one got injured.
Yeah, but the chopper did get damaged.
Yeah,
and hey, she was lucky, man. Most of the chopper crashes like I've seen, like they don't end well because the thing just falls, and it just bursts in flames. But luckily, I think one of the things, I'm not an expert, I'm just assuming, like one of the things that, at least died up at the it was like a good height off the ground, but it wasn't high up in the sky.
Yeah.
Otherwise, had it just gone further up, I think that would have been a different story. Yeah, but it's crazy. Because didn't the Malawian vice president from the previous government,
Yeah, he died in a helicopter crash.
he died in a helicopter crash?
Yeah.
My
Like with it, I think it got burnt, like burnt.
got burnt, huh?
Yeah.
My vice president na helicopter Africa.
Kazi wapasa kotundeke turiko bwino.
I wonder what went wrong, but I'm sure they're doing more investigations into the issue as to what led to the crash. It would be interesting to know, and they should release that information so that we know, we get some consensus as a people to issue at if it can.
Yeah.
But what was interesting, like after that happened, manje my prophet kuma TikTok. First I saw it was a video for CR1. No, that was not just a crash alone. It's Edgar Lungu's grave is calling for a soul.
Yeah, I heard that. There's
Picture
like,
that.
you know that grave, because it's empty. It's calling for a soul. You can't leave a grave empty.
So that whole grave thing is a real issue.
It's
it's the first time.
I don't know, but me, I think it's just a mystery or something like
it's
that.
It's a myth of some sort.
It's a myth, a mystery. I don't know.
Because like this is the first time like I've heard that about having an empty grave.
Yeah. Normally, I think where was I? Some place.
Yeah.
I think it's in Samba or something like that. So there was an elderly person that passed on.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So the family wanted to go and dig the grave in the evening. Then the headman was like, no, you can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't do that.
Okay.
The only time you go and dig a grave is
when the body is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the morning when you know that, okay, we're burying, because I don't know, maybe it's a taboo or something like that.
Okay.
Traditions.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. It's interesting. For those of you that are not clear or sure about what we're talking about. So there is a particular belief in Zambia. So I have learned recently that says when you dig up a grave, you have to make sure you bury someone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if that grave is left open, it will be calling for somebody to occupy it.
It's the same thing. Marium Vapo had the family has already bought a what?
A coffin.
No, not a coffin.
A grave.
A space like a grave. Yeah. They're like, no, you don't do that.
Okay.
Actually, nishi munengeza timzamba kufa. Like,
They're serious.
Yeah.
Around that. Eh? For those of you who know what that is, feel free to share with us in the comments, or just send us an inbox on Facebook or wherever you can. But I would really like to understand what that is about, what that belief is. And, because it's the first time they film.
So now if it's calling for someone, we all know that side it's only for presidents. She's a VP. Like,
it even specifies.
No, because that side, it's only the grave sites for presidents.
So
now, how come is that grave calling for the VP? It was going to be like it was going to connect if it was a president.
Still, it's just one of those, man. I think it's just coincidence.
Yeah.
I don't know how far that belief comes. Maybe somebody educates us any further, But yeah, so the prophets are also there on TikTok doing their thing. What was the other one saying? No, I can see a plane somewhere. Like it's falling. I won't say which country. Like there's the funny thing I find about some of these prophecies, is that they are never complete. They are always kind of vague. Yet, in my experience, maybe you people out there, you can educate me and at least bring me some evidence to say that I'm wrong. But for most of the prophecy videos that I see, they are usually kind of vague, and they'll omit like some details. It's never like specific on point to say at this point A, B, C, and D. Maybe you might not mention somebody's name, but where you get very specific to say, okay, this incident is going to happen on this date. What is going to happen?
Such a place,
such and such a place. It will be 2 cars. It will be this kind of car. It will be this kind of car. In that accident, there will be maybe 2 people or whatever who will survive or something like that.
Yeah.
Like just being very specific. But it's usually very vague, and it omits all these details, which brings the whole prophecy into question. And so there's a bunch of videos I've seen like that. The other man was saying, no, I'm seeing something like that, but I can't say which country it is, but we just have to pray. Then there's also another papa I saw was saying something, no, can see like there's going to be something like a plane or something. But it's all vague, and the dates when these videos were recorded again is also something that's not mentioned. So it brings them a bit more, they become a bit more questionable. Say, it's like, how real is this stuff, But hey, that's that. It was
a sad thing.
yeah, it was a very serious incident. Just as well, they survived, and because I think there caused a lot of problems if things turned out differently. But yeah, we thank God, as the Nigerians say.
Thank God,
We thank God,
that nothing bad happened.
Yeah, that
Despite-
nothing bad happened. Yeah,
That no one lost a life.
because there could have been some drama now. My elections are. Wait, so then in that case, because she's HH's running mate, what would have happened in that situation?
So I think would have gone with the process, burial, then you would have picked another.
Just to pick another one, eh?
Yeah, another running mate.
But that would have been tricky again, because then even
Ballot.
yeah,
The printing of the ballot.
the campaign materials, you have to start from scratch again, start changing details. It would have caused a lot of confusion. Yeah, but that was the incident with the VIP. At least everybody walked away from that situation okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. Your girl, Towela Kaira,
Towela.
she's getting married, She was having, I think,
Chilangamlilo.
Chilangamlilo over the weekend. Some nice pictures there. We saw the other celebrities there taking their photos, doing their thing, looking good. They could have invited us also. We would have rocked up, represent.
As the land of work and job.
Ngatwaria feature na support
no kwatakochi episode. So how does it feel like you've So are you going to manage to be cooking all those things that they prepare pachiranga muliro?
But like the way these things are like kamba
Hey.
I think those are just for formality's sake. It's for tradition's sake. Bruh, you're telling me in these houses people cook
me. They better bring something that she will manage to prepare. Me anabek pali akonali pachiranga muliro bushiko ndi mwanchipikira ko kalya.
Mukamba che apa mukamba che.
I'm telling you. Uzani mdala so.
Those things don't happen, baba. This is the new age, man.
Kuntumwankwangwira ko tunani tukapenda. Ndefa fyokula tukapenda twa kwangula.
No, keep wishing, bro. I think those things like yes, they're tradition, but I think our culture and the way we do things have changed. In as much as we can do the chilangamlilo, we have all those traditional foods being shown there. I think the reality is most of the people who go through that, some of them can cook those things, but I think most of them can't, especially the newer generation. The newer generation, even just kupika, not even at the just basic nshima. Let's not even talk about nshima. Olo vimakaroni, pasta, egg, mundarungush. So no but more than that. So it's really just for formalities. That's what I think.
No, but it shouldn't be for formality sake. It should be practical. If you undergo the whole teachings, the marriage counseling and everything, the cooking, it should be practical.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Like I think another issue we haven't yet dealt with very well in our Zambian culture. I don't know about other African places, but I think even other African countries is we haven't yet dealt with how much things have changed.
Yeah.
And how much stuff from our culture we have lost. How do we balance where we are now with our culture and traditions? And another thing to understand also is that culture is not a static thing. It changes over time. It's not meant to imprison you.
Yeah.
It's there to guide you and help you live a better life. But I think over time, we haven't yet reconciled that. We haven't really sat down to understand, okay, to have balance ashani, in the new age. Because Ngawasarwesha like no mbapa so. What do you typically eat on a daily basis?
Nshima.
Nshima with what?
It might be chicken.
Chicken, fish,
beef.
beef. How many times do you have any of those traditional meals we see Pachidangamli?
I think
And most of the times you really just eat them at the Chidangamli.
nowadays I think it's I don't know. It's a rare thing that you find that you. It's only maybe when you go in these restaurants, the materitos and whatever. That's when you get to eat them. There's gonna be fried okra, soda, and you find there's beans, there's tuakushashira, shan. It's when you're out there.
Yeah, just if talks when you're out there, and even in that setting, it's limited. There are those traditional foods talk about tuakasanga fe pamushmwana.
Yeah.
But in our daily lives, as we're living in the city, we don't even eat that.
I guess the other thing is it's we the men too much T-bone and the fish.
So it's not just we the men, like just generally as Zambians, our diet,
fish,
us people in the city, like us from our town, if we ask people in the city, our diets have changed.
Yeah. It's a rare thing where you find that people go to a restaurant and be like, okay, they think like if you eat nshima with kapenta, probably you don't have money.
Okay. But I think people now eat more like kapenta in the restaurant because in the home it's more difficult to find.
Yeah.
And then you're also just looking at time constraints and all of that. Is
it that difficult to cook kapenta? I don't think it's difficult
it's
to
not
prepare
about
kapenta
it's
compared to chicken.
It's not really about the difficulty as per se, but just the energy to get up and the concentration. Now, you've had a hard day at work. Just
I think it's more easier preparing the kapenta than the chicken.
Yeah, and anyway, kapenta is one meal, but let's talk these other traditional meals. How many people can really cook chikanda? Chikanda is one of those meals, like if you don't know how to cook it, it's very easy to mess it up.
And if it's chikanda, there's a chikanda mwerenge, like 30 courses.
You've messed it up.
30 courses. So if you don't know that which one is the OG one and the Mbweruka one, yeah.
So those are some of the things that we're talking about.
Hope Madam Towela, she's gonna be preparing that for them.
She won't, man. She won't. Like she's a celebrity. She's got shows. She's got what time.
But the thing is that you have to do marital duties, despite if you're a celebrity. Prepare for me some chikanda. Prepare for me some.
Where is she going to get that time? And even if she has the time, you really think she knows how to cook chikanda?
I don't know. Probably she's been taught. I think she's been going for counselings and whatever it is.
Even if you go for counseling,
one thing I don't know about counseling thing, I don't know if they really take time to get to know if a lady knows how to cook.
I think, look, when it comes to even these counseling or processes and typically most of the times it's women who really go through a lot of these intense trainings. For guys, I think there's a lot of training we don't undergo, and that contributes to some of the issues we're seeing. I think guys equally need to be taught a lot of things prior to getting into marriage. But when you look at that whole teaching period of before somebody is going to get married, how long does that last?
Not really. I think it's not even more than 6 months.
It's not even more than 6 months.
Yeah.
And even that 6 months, when you say 6 months, it's not like every day of those 6 months.
You find that it's weekend because
it's usually Monday
to Friday.
A weekly type thing. But even weekly, not even weekly, maybe bi-week.
Yes.
So in 6 months, if she's only going 2 times in a month, how many times is that?
And for that 2 times, it might be, maybe it's only 3 hours or 2 hours.
Yes, just a few hours.
Not that the whole day.
No, not that the whole day. No. You check. So it comes down to, so that's 6 months realistically when you look at it. If you say, okay, Kakambati, she realistically goes there for like 24 days.
24 days.
And if she's just doing like about an hour or so, it's really just 24 hours.
Of teachers. It's done.
That's the mathematics of it. So it's not there's only so much you can cover in such a limited.
I don't think it really works effectively.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think for somebody, essentially what they're teaching you, they're trying to teach you our traditions and cultures, right? And like I was saying, we still haven't figured out how to balance our old traditions with the new way of life we are living.
And
So most of the people who are being taken through that training, let's say for ladies, what is the average age they're getting married at?
25.
Okay, let's say average age 24.
24.
Let's say they're getting married at 24.
Yeah.
Now, you've had 24 years, okay? You've grown up with a certain mindset, or we say an urban mindset. Wakulana mano yam down. For that 24 years of programming and training, every day you think like that and you live like that. And if you live in a household where your parents are very busy, they've also got a bit more of a Western approach.
Yeah.
Where you barely even get to speak your own language, which most kids these days don't.
Fail to do that.
Yeah, so just even that already, it's 24 years of that. Now, how does that, or reasonably, how do you compare these, like we're saying, this is like 2 days of contact.
2 days of contact.
Of mind changing in comparison to 24
And the
years.
thing is that I think most of the time for these counselings and whatever things they go through, mostly, I think most of the time it's about bedroom issues, not just general issues. Okay.
Yeah, so you see, there are those bedroom issues, but like I'm saying, 24 years, how are you going to compete with those 24 years within this short space of training? It's impossible. At a certain point, I don't know, maybe I'm also just a bit weird. What I was suggesting is, you need to, you make it formal, you institutionalize it. Like, it even goes into the laws and wants to say, okay, this one wants to get married. And if you want to get married, according to our customs and traditions, you must undergo a training period. The same way you go for a course. Even when you go for a course, you get a bit more contact hours, you're getting a degree, you get a degree to get a job, right? Or jobs or whatever it is. You spend about 4 or 5 years for that.
Yeah.
Now you're going into an institution of marriage where you will be presumably for the rest of your life. And you only got those few hours of training. So they need to institutionalize it. They even create a traditional school to say, at least 1 year. Courses, both for men and women, not just for the women alone, because we've seen what the results are of those things. Both for men and women. 6 months, you even get leave kunchto. It's officially recognized. Or 6 months. You live there, you're being trained there every day. Like the way it is if you're going for military training.
Yeah.
Those contact hours. Like that time you spend there. You can't go for military training. There's a reason for that. Because they have to reshape your mind. So same, they need to reshape your mind. If you have any camp that. 3 months, like if you have Mukanda.
Oh yeah, okay.
And you see, Abakare, they were wise. At least they understood the times they were living in, and they did what was appropriate for their times. But they needed to do those things like my initiation ceremonies. Uyutaka kule azumwa umingareka afepanga ndanabafyashi bako. So to give him that mental feel or to reset kayaka abwaiche mutu bakufunya muri kaya bakubika mu bwaume kukuchita se crude kulia, so they drill into you, say no, you are a man now,
you've grown up
now kula ingoma tashirira.
Yeah, so Madam Tototo.
That name.
Hello.
You say, Madam Tototo. That don't
Madam
sound
Towela.
Right.
Yeah, congratulations, madam.
No, congratulations.
Wishing you all the best.
Yeah. But some people are haters, man. Like I saw some people talking trash about her in the comments. Yeah. Nah, Baba Kwatida. Like people have this perception of her. I think from her music and the image she displays in her music.
I think a lot of people, and I would say fans don't really basically know there's a brand side and there's just really a person and an individual like that. I don't know. Towela, that's her real name and stroke stage name.
I think so. Towela
Yeah,
Kaira.
so there's a Towela brand and Towela the person.
The real person.
Yeah. So we should get to know when she's Towela the brand. Of course, it's a character.
Yeah.
So there's certain things that you do, and there's certain things that you do when she's not in the characters in Towela.
Yeah, a lot of people fail to understand that. Like, no. Other people like, hey, and people on social media, but the way they sound, chanuko. Relax, guys.
And probably people are judging her. Of course, there are those that are talking because of the way probably when she's in a character, she'll dress a certain way. Of course, it's entertainment.
Yes.
She'll dress like and people think like if you dress like that, probably you can't get married.
That was another comment I saw online. So there were two camps.
Yeah.
Others were saying, like, then there were others who were saying, hey, all of you who are busy there and married, we are challenging. Busy saying that you should be left like that. You'll be left,
Yeah, so
but another lady was there in the comments. She kind of said, no, you guys, I think that's why you base it again. Yes, let's just be happy for her.
Yeah.
Not it's just starting up. It's a long journey.
Too much, where people just in the beginning, like they haven't even really gotten married. It's just the chilangamwedo. The wedding hasn't yet come.
Yeah.
Abantu bambo kulanda kala negative thing. You think it mwabantu bakwaresa. Kuncha kwise chupo so.
People
Of course there are those that are saying we don't even know kuku. When was I end up?
No, people are miserable.
Yeah.
And so some people are projecting their own failures and insecurities onto her situation. But bless up Towela, all the best to you and your mans. Who is she getting married? Is it another celebrity?
I don't know his name. Like I don't know if he's a celebrity or social media. Like I think he's just in his own world, man.
So now here's a question for you. Since you are a musician. So looking at the life that you live, right, as an artist, would you prefer to marry somebody who's in your line of business? Because then at least maybe you kind of feel like they understand. So even with your schedules, whereas if your friend is not an artist, she might be feeling a bit left out, like all the time is always going to work. And if you are one of those guys like 23 songs, busy singing songs for women on stage, yeah, how do you deal with your partner like that?
I think with me, unless if it was destined like that to get married to a fellow musician, but I think with me, I can't.
Okay, you would just marry somebody who's not an artist.
Yeah.
Okay. You find that an easier way to deal with things? You've already found that balance? Maybe so you've already found that balance with whoever you're currently dating.
There's that balance, but I've been asking. Like, okay, as an artist, of course, like the way you're saying, you're not home. Maybe for a week. In Jinga, you're where? Are you ready for such experiences? Are you ready for such a time?
Video shoot.
Video shoot.
Hey,
are you going? Are you? Maps. Are you ready to handle such or mkafwana BP?
So see.
But probably but dealing
but I think also you have to get somebody who's a bit more, somebody who has at least some insight or a very secure person.
I bet
because I don't think it's easy.
It's important, obviously, to give the insight. Like, okay, it happens like this. What if I'm Nollywood, but I kissing
brother.
Dating a girl Nollywood.
No,
And there was a lady, I think it's what was that? She's an actor. What's her name? Like I forgot her name. It was like if they can cut this thing like while we are kissing,
Yeah.
our mandini, who appreciate. Because kwa guys Bambi, it's a scene like that. But there was someone who grab you, and of course, I'm a situation like I'm like kissing. There's that rapport, of course, not just different guys from different, like, then you're trying to make it look romantic and like yes. So
I think there needs to be more guidelines on that, especially in our African spaces. Yeah, but anyway, that's that with the Vokwatida and that's Madam Towela.
The other thing is that I've seen some comments like Shefin or Mark 2 were not there. People like, hey, they haven't even posted. Hey,
that's just
look at Mark 2 is busy. I think he's in the Copper Belt.
But not even that. I think it's just people posting. You know, some events. I don't know how you can explain it, because has it really been verified that Tabariko? People just always look for something to say, especially they like it. But too, no, he gets a lot of shade. It comes to his sister. So in line with music again, this time we go to the space of AI music. What's actually AI app? Is it Suno or Sumo?
Suno or Sumo, something like that.
Let's check first. Yeah, like, what's that?
Mr. Siam was like Sumo.
The DMC.
Yeah, like
yeah,
Sumo.
he's the one who was using that stuff to enhance
your voices.
Sumo AI. Have you used it before?
No. And I don't think I'm going to use that thing anytime soon.
Yeah, so it's Suno AI for music creators.
Suno, okay.
Yeah. But, you know, it's getting better with time.
But it would never beat the...
Anyway, let's get into our story for like in relation to this AI thing. So, it comes from we go all the way to South Africa. You know, our brothers and sisters down there. Yeah, the homies down there. So there's an artist called Credo Daniels. He's a South African artist, right? He had recently released some music to the public, and most people were loving his songs and his music. And I think he did an entire album as well. He dropped an album. Yeah, and when you listen to the songs, they're quite good.
They're good.
Just like, hey, man, he's got a voice, and he's got one of those like when you hear it from the songs, it sounds like one of those very powerful voices. But now, this is where things went wrong. He did a live performance. I think that was on SABC TV.
Yeah.
He was invited to do a live performance. But even prior to that, I think there's somewhere where he did a live performance. And most people were like, hey, this is not it, bro. But the one on SABC just like went viral. Because it's a lot of people watching and they're like, oh, this is Credo Daniels, the dude with the hot tracks. You know? And he's there singing and it sounds nothing like what the song sounds like.
Probably the man was drunk or high.
No, bruh. No. Bruh.
This is just me like trying to defend my man, my bro.
No. We must go a wrong. That dude does not know how to sing.
But this is one thing.
I mean, even if you... Okay, let's take, for instance, that you are drunk. And you are a talented vocalist.
You sing.
When you sing, you might miss a few notes here and there, but people will tell like, oh, Somi can sing, but they are coffee off because he's tipsy. You can't be that far off the mark. Because you hear those to my
those were
vocal runs he was doing in the song there. Sounds like, hey, this guy is good. And you know, I love to my melodies, to my harmonies.
In the songs. And I think this is where I think my fellow artists don't get it. It's know yourself.
Yeah.
Whether you can manage to do a live session, but this is just I think it's if you're an artist or a musician, you better know both. Because you can't be just a studio artist and be doing.
And that's the thing that surprised me. Like, I was thinking, so he never thought at one point that somebody would ask him to sing like.
No.
But what was his plan for that? He thought maybe he could input that to my AI on
I
the
think the
live
best
vocals.
one can do for himself, if you know that you can't really sing like that.
Yeah.
Wamona tinakapisha. Kwambako fe wambako tumari yesus. Waishi batilimbinga banchitakoku. I can do a kaloki
Yeah.
like that. Kuna imbira komkia so not just zakaimba mama.
See, singing there, man. You know, singing is hard.
Yeah.
Better waruka fe rap. Not ati ufange tuimba. Kuimba niko kukosa.
No, but if you just don't know, just don't join. Don't be a rapper.
You know.
Don't be
But
a
that's
singer.
the thing. I think that's the issue these days. I think people don't want to spend the time. They don't appreciate that it takes time to become good at something.
Yeah.
Of course, there are those who are naturally gifted, but those are the fewer people. For the rest of us, you have to build that skill, that talent. You know? But most people want to shortcut that process. Afkafe, apia, and you just get all these accolades. You were nobody yesterday, and you just become this great, performer overnight. And so they get into these shortcuts of where they just want to get to and this is another thing as well that I've noticed. Like, yes, you don't want to be a broke artist. You should definitely make money.
Of course.
And you should also understand the business and position yourself well in the business. But at the same time, you must also be an artist. Don't just be... I think most people are in it for what it can give them, the fame and the money. They don't really care much about the art of it. And which on some level, the art is what gets you to the money as well.
Yeah.
Good business, yes, but good business coupled with good art will take you to legendary status. But for most people, they just do it to a good enough level so that they can get to the money. And you just become like a generic product, like everything else. Yeah.
It's done.
So it's like ngama moto kakuto maybe you're a Kavitz, you're a Corolla, or what's this?
And it's done.
And it's done. But when you look at like, okay, who's the Lamborghini of this? Not everybody can get there, because those are the people now who you find they are talented, but not only are they talented, they've put in the work, and then they've also got the business infrastructure around them. So it's important to be an artist as well. Pay your dues, learn the craft, build yourself, earn your chops, then get into the arena. Like that, I think is easier. Once you love the craft, even the money is easier, because predominantly that's what you're working on. So that when you go out there and present yourself, you are not embarrassing yourself like this. Because manje apazangana bwanji.
And this is what I think. This is one thing. Guys, about the AI thing. I think when you throw it in the sumo, whatever it is,
Yes,
there's just a certain structure, the way the voice will come out, the structure. Are you sure if it comes out like that, you are going to manage, perform live,
that's
like the way it sounds?
That's the thing. And
AI.
And even minus AI, there are a lot of studio musicians. Meaning you learned how to sing. You learned singing in the studio. And in the studio, it's easy to do that because you can do many takes and many takes.
Oh, I know, bozapo.
But live, ni pamene paja.
Done and dusted.
Yes. That's why you find most of the times the best musical performers in this music stuff is the people who come from the church. Because they have a background of singing live in the choir. They'll be there in the choir learning the voices and all that. They actually go through a training and practice of it.
Yeah.
So when they switch over to secular music, or they still stay in Christian music,
they float.
They can see. You hear guys like when Abel, Christine. Beautiful voices, Kaimba, okay, when you there's some guys who just sing in church. You just hear the way he's singing, you say, if this guy ever did secular music, it's over for the rest of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I think what we artists we should do is, I bet maybe there's a right time to use the AI thing. We should have limits and boundaries, when to use and when not to use. But as an artist, I prefer, let's just do genuine and generic things.
Yeah. But one thing about this guy's song, Credo V. Daniels,
Mm.
like it's not as easy to tell that there's AI in there.
Yeah.
You have to be very attentive and quite a good listener.
Uh,
Because he fooled a lot of people.
yeah.
He fooled a lot of people into thinking like this guy. Because some of my AI songs we're hearing, like there's the ones you can tell, like, okay, Chinchi AI.
Mm.
They're just those to my artifacts.
I think he paid for
Like a premium one, eh? Because the way his sounds, it sounds like it's his tone of voice.
Somewhere I be premium one. Premium
Uh-huh.
$1,000 uribe uzashitabo.
And then now when you listen to the live performance, that's when, and you go back and listen to the recording, then now you start to pick out those two things like,
This is
So now when I heard that, I was like, hey man, this thing, like from my perception of what AI music sounded like, that sounds a level higher than what I'm typically used to.
yeah.
And I'm saying, man, this thing is improving by the day. It will get to a point where, like, very soon, in fact, because we've seen that with video. You see, like, just you're generating video that was never shot. Like, it's just created from a prompt.
I mean, I can never even use that. I can never let's just shoot.
But that's where, but that's where we're going now. The only point now where most of these guys will have a challenge, like we said, is when it comes to live performances. But with live performances, also, if we're not careful, what will happen is somebody will be performing in real time, live there, but that recording will also be, it will be being processed live. So you get the feed instantaneously without realizing that it's being filtered through the AI still. And you think, oh my God, this guy's a good performer. Unless you have a Pavantu number and you tell him, like, okay, posapoka. Yeah, or maybe they take you to radio, we come on the spot that, okay, freestyle. Take a freestyle. Then now to become tricky. But from the way things are going, because what's going to happen at the point yeah, people are excited about it. You know, it's a new technology, and most people generally they just shift to the new technology, and it's just like, oh yeah, this is the next.
I feel like it's a phase. It will pass.
Neither I'm seeing it. Huh?
It's a phase. It will pass.
What could, like, what's going to happen now when this stuff becomes so good that anybody can wake up any day and make a hit song? Then what will make you relevant as an artist at that point?
That's the reason why I'm saying it's such a phase. It's gonna pass. That's me.
Because now everybody will all be like, it's like if everyone has $1 billion, then who's rich? You get it?
It's such a phase.
Anyway, we'll see what happens. Like, it's interesting to see where it's going. But eventually, I think it will damage music, because then we'll lack that appreciation for what it is. What I think partially what gives us that appreciation for the music is the effort it takes to, for somebody to
come up with a melody,
write a song,
lyrics,
be that good performer, the vocals and everything, to do something that ordinarily another person can't do. But now when that is reduced to, a plugin that somebody can literally press, and we can all sound like R. Kelly, the industry is done, man. It's cooked. Because who's going to listen to who now? I could literally just sit and just listen. It's now to just be a world of AI musician. But even that can't last very long.
Yeah. And this is the reason why I'm saying it's just here for a certain period of time. Me too. Artist as a sala.
Let's hope so. But start preparing yourselves.
Artist as a sala.
Start preparing yourselves for this shit. In the US, they already started designing my AI artists to my record labels. Yeah. You haven't heard that? Start doing your research, my guy. The industry is changing. Start competing with my AI artists. Banje kuma awards, ka?
Oh, in my Grammy?
Yeah.
No, man.
Best new artist. Chacharoko.
Capitire AI.
Capitire AI. So it's a interesting time. Sometimes a bit scary. Sometimes a bit like, okay, this is some exciting stuff to watch. It's progressive. But we'll see where it goes. But that's Mr. Credo V. Daniels. If you haven't seen that, just type Credo V. Daniels live performance on YouTube. Okay, that was some embarrassing stuff. Like, he was off. There was no coming back from that.
Who's going to book you for next gig, bro?
Bruh, who? No one. It's a rap.
Yeah.
He had his
And
time.
because his type of music, like you have to sing live.
Yes, that's the thing. Typically, like that type of music is for those people who perform, like premium performers, right, Shaka? Not just anyone.
Napapad. If vakava jumba mungashiteko.
Hey, from club, but man,
not
that
that
kind
type.
of music, soul music, that it has to come from the soul. But yeah, that's Mr. Credo V. Daniels, man. Yeah, let's go to our final topic.
We just lost let's say a legend, an icon, Mr. Bruce Mwape,
Yeah.
former Chipolo Polo coach.
Okay, he was a Zambian ladies
Coach, yeah.
Zambian national team. Zambian national team ladies coach. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He managed to help the ladies go back to back for the Olympics.
Okay.
He managed to take the ladies for the AFCON.
Okay, this was when Barbara Banda's group.
Yes.
Okay.
Win the bronze. He managed to take the ladies the World Cup.
Yeah.
First time with Polo appeared World Cup.
He's the one who took them to the World Cup. Oh, so he's achieved quite a lot.
Yes.
He had achieved quite a lot.
Yes, so we've lost a gallant soldier.
Okay. No, that's unfortunate.
Contributed to our nation.
No, rest in peace to Mr. Bruce Mwape. I didn't know that he was one who came in with Barbara Banda.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Men's soccer, how are we doing, man?
Men's soccer, mdara tivutika.
Because hands down, like women's soccer in Zambia is where it's at right now.
Yeah.
Guys soccer,
yeah. I don't know. I think we don't have a proper direction with the guys. And I would love to see the Zambian men play a game. I think a friendly or something with Cape Verde. I would love to see the way I mean, a Cape Verde to Kovari. Don't do with Argentina. Due extra time. Zambia.
But I think, even for a team to reach those levels, I think it's not just about the coach and the players. It's the whole infrastructure of football.
Yeah.
How is it being run on the nation? How are you producing good quality players? Do you have a system in place to ensure that facilities are available to optimize the training for players? Coaches are well trained. They've got by international standards. Nicholas Chani, I'm a coaches. Like, how are you investing in your local coaches to go? Because now you say foreign coaches. That costs money. I invest in your local
with the national team, the men's team. I don't know why we lost it. We were one of those.
Yeah, because that team was quite good.
We were one of those. Southern Africa, one of those. We're playing against Zambia. Those guys won. But right now,
I don't think we have a very good system of football that can guarantee
and we've got talent.
Continuous high performance. We've got talent, but the talent alone, I think we have seen, is not enough.
It's not enough.
Yeah, you need systems in place to guarantee you the results that you need. You need a system that can pick that talent, develop it up to an international level. You need the expertise that can train that talent. You need the facilities. You need the government support. You need just general support. So that infrastructure is put in place. How much? What's the prize money for the World Cup? Okay, let's start with attendance. Just for you qualifying to the World Cup.
I'm not really sure about the figures. I'm not really sure about the figures, but it's $1 million of dollars.
Okay. It says, with excitement mounting following the final draw that took place on 5th December 2025 DC, FIFA Council approved the record-breaking financial contribution of $727 million to be distributed as a result of the FIFA World Cup 2026. The biggest share, $655 million US, marking 50% increase compared to the previous edition, will be paid out as prize money among the 48 participating teams as follows. Champions, $50 million.
Okay.
Runners-up, $33 million.
Those are second.
Third place, $29 million. Fourth place, $27 million. Fifth to eighth place, $19 million.
Each.
9th to 16th place, $15 million. 17th to 32nd place, $11 million. 33rd to 48th place, $9 million.
You need that.
Each. You know, when you look at it in that perspective, then you see how important it is to qualify to the World Cup. It's not a small thing.
It's not.
It's a very huge boost, actually, to the football fraternity.
Yes.
Before, I was just looking at it in the perspective of like an issue of like, okay, it's national pride, to Adiako World Cup, and what's this. But kudiaka koche, money in the bank, bro.
Yeah.
I need to go play. I know I'm not fit, but
footballer number.
Podcast to my games 1, 2, 3, 4 days.
I saw this boy talking about the World Cup. His iShow Speed.
Yeah.
I think it was live streaming. Do you know how many people I saw that were watching a live stream?
How many?
I think about 50 million plus. I was like, this boy.
Okay.
Be running numbers. Me, I was surprised.
No, iShow Speed, man, he's built his brand like that.
I looked at the numbers of subscribers. 50 plus.
Sheesh. 50 million.
Yes.
Okay.
But I have 50 million in a CDD because I'm not even interested to subscribe, but it's already enough.
It's already enough.
Let this man, let him give me his YouTube channel.
Yeah. So imagine, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Zambia made it to the World Cup, they would get $9 million. Eh? Yeah. 9 million in Zambian kwacha zingati yo manje.
It's what it 18.
18. About 162 million kwacha. Bruh. Ish, man. Mwebantu. Tinga serious na mabola yaka.
We should.
Because Saubebe vana tingako.
Benabari fika round of
Senegal.
32.
Aye.
Yes.
Hey, so round of 32 is how much they got showing. Okay, so 32, that's $11 million. Yes. Yeah. What of Ghana? How far did they go?
Round of 32.
Round of 32.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only
which African country went the furthest?
Round of 16.
Morocco.
Egypt.
Okay. So but anyway, these are guys, they still left $11 million. The 50 that I can play my heart out.
So yeah.
Okay, so
that's the World Cup. And then the quarterfinals, we have Argentina will play against England, I think, on Wednesday. Then France versus Spain on Tuesday.
Oh man. Anyway, who's your money on again? You said who?
I was just hoping Ronaldo would
go to the World Cup. Portugal, Argentina.
But it turned out to be different.
Yeah, no. It's
this
late,
time around,
man.
I think it's going...
France.
It's going home.
Bruh, like the British have been saying that for so long, man.
That's my prediction this time around. It's going in London.
They always do that. They'll do what they do best.
If not France.
Me, my money is on France.
Yeah.
England, they always do that. It's always been coming home. I don't know since when. Whenever they reach towards, I don't know, they just fail to commit to just taking it all the way. But then we'll see. Maybe things might turn out different, but I don't have the confidence in them like that. Yeah. But with that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching us and catch us on the next one.
Peace.